How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another week of hot takes. We got a lot of good news stories for you guys tonight.
Ooh.
Talk a little sports. We got all kind of fun stuff planned for you guys. I think we're going to kick it off with good old comedy stories, though.
You want to go first?
I will start, sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So coming from Mirror, man with micro penis to sue his wife for telling everyone she discovered his secret on the honeymoon.
On the honeymoon?
So, okay, yeah. So this guy was smart about it. So he knew what he was working with. And I guess he told her he didn't believe in sex until marriage. So saves it for the honeymoon night. And she finds out about it. And I guess she goes on to write this, like, anonymous tip about him on Reddit, or a story on Reddit.
Sure.
He stumbles across it.
And he's like, that's me.
Yep. So, apparently he asked for an annulment, wants to get divorced, and he is now threatening to sue her for defamation of character.
Wait, he wants to get a divorce
He wants to get a divorce from her because he believes that soon somebody will stumble across it, and any moment his name could come out and his name will be ruined.
Well, they're still married, right? She didn't end it with him?
No, he is filing for divorce, though, and he is going to sue her for defamation of character for saying she ruined his name because somebody's going to find out soon.
Dang.
I mean, draw attention to yourself when you go to the news and put that on the... Yeah,
Like, if you would have just stayed quiet, you would have been fine. Probably.
I mean, he's anonymous on here, but now people know who he is.
Yeah, like Reddit is anonymous. You're behind a username.
So, I mean...
Idiot. I mean,
who's
going to
know? I don't understand this whole thing. Like, I feel like over the course, it depends how long before they got married that they were dating, or I feel like you know your wife, if you're marrying her, pretty well that she might be the girl to go on Reddit and post these things.
You should know if you're marrying her.
You should probably know these things. Like,
That's
man,
important.
my wife, she could do things like this. She could ruin my life. And at which point, don't marry her.
Yeah. Easy
I don't think I've ever met a girl that posts stuff on Reddit.
No.
Ever.
Well, you don't know.
I mean, I don't know, but I've never met
I go
one.
on Reddit, but I don't post.
See, I don't go on Reddit that much. Like, I think
like
there's
Reddit.
two types of people in this world. There's people that do go on Reddit, and there's people that don't.
I think that's true.
Because some people that go on it, they talk about it all the time, and
That's
they're like,
true.
"There's so much sweet stuff on there." And then there's other people that are like, "I've never." I mean, sometimes I Google stuff, and there's like a Reddit thing, but
that's the
otherwise,
thing.
you
If you
never
want an
see it.
answer and you go on Reddit,
Okay, yeah,
you get
but-
that answer.
But it doesn't have to be. She doesn't have to be crazy to go on Reddit.
That's true.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you've met plenty of crazy women in your life that you're like, man, I don't want to tell her anything.
Yeah.
She'd tell everybody, or she'd
But it doesn't mean she
potentially
has
go
Reddit.
crazy enough and all out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it doesn't have to be Reddit.
I wouldn't put Reddit as
What do
the
you think her
reason.
face looked like when he dropped his pants? Was it more shock and awe of just utter disbelief, or like disgusted, or just afraid?
Probably.
How do you even react?
It depends what she values.
I guess. See, yeah, that's a huge
But-
thing. Like if this is something, but apparently she just completely tore him apart in the Reddit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I mean,
Like just this long
I don't think you
paragraph.
sue him. I think you just, if you want to get a divorce, just delete it or have her delete it and get a divorce or something.
Or just have her. Well, now you can't delete it because you brought so much attention to it. It's
Yeah, I don't know
online
why he
forever.
went to the media. I think he should have just handled
Should have
it
just
himself.
asked her to delete it.
For sure.
Done. That's so dumb.
I don't know what this guy was thinking. I don't know.
I was gonna try to do some research on this, but this UNC live stream is eating up my internet,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
can't. I'm
That'll
now
do it.
stuck
Big
in the
game.
white pages, and I can't do anything. Okay, my story loaded.
If it loaded.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, so
hear
El Chapo might get a retrial
El Chapper.
because the jury blew it. I don't know
Really?
how you blow it in this kind of
How do you
court
blow
case
El
because
Chapo's court case?
it seems pretty straightforward. The man's
Yeah.
guilty. But apparently they started talking, and one of the jurors came out and said, like, he didn't follow the rules for anything, and he screwed everything up. And he came out and told the press that. And so now everyone knows. And apparently, like, they were supposed to not be talking to each other and
Sure.
stuff, but apparently the U.S. Marshal van protection ride from the like courtroom to
Yeah.
the places where they were supposed to be staying. They would talk in the vans, and then they started talking more, and apparently it got so bad that apparently the jury may have lied to the court and had seen some deeply prejudicial, uncorroborated, inadmissible allegations.
Those are big.
So
So this is
El
just
Chapo, you may get another shot. Probably going to lose this one, but
this is
still
one
gonna get another
juror.
one, maybe.
It's one juror that
No.
messed this up.
Here's exactly what happened.
Oh, okay.
They are beating around the bush. I saw articles everywhere that these people came out and they said they were literally fearing for their lives because if you wrong El Chapo,
Yeah, that's true.
like people are coming after you. This guy is huge.
They have to be like anonymous somehow. I feel like
They can't. They
I
have to
know.
show up. But the thing is, like, I guarantee what happened here. He lost it because I saw something saying that he lost.
Yeah,
like
I
it
saw that
officially
too,
happened.
yeah.
And I guarantee they found one of these jurors and they sent some kind of mob after him and they said, "You're gonna get us a retrial or bad things are gonna happen."
there might have been.
I don't care how much witness protection they say there is or what they do. This is the mob, the mafiosos. They are inside of everything. He broke out of maximum security prison
Yeah, it's
twice.
true. Yeah.
Twice. This guy can get out of anything. Of course, he's gonna get a retrial.
I think I think there's some truth to that.
I don't think the cartel goes in saying we want a retrial. I think
Hmm.
they just kill you. I do not think they are ones
Yeah,
to
but-
just like
If one of the jurors dies,
what? Oh, so
But then they know,
the
like,
cartel
all right,
has
El
that
Chapo.
much faith in the in their legal system that they're gonna get him out of the next one.
I think they're just
He's gonna be
they're
guilty
messing
again.
they're messing with these jurors and having them choose
I
one
mean,
thing that they want.
I don't think so. I think this man just screwed the pooch.
He might have.
really messed up.
Either
I don't think the
or.
cartel sounds house calls saying we want a retrial.
Yes.
That is not what they do.
Think about this from a legal
I
standpoint.
don't know if that's how it works.
Think about this from a
but-
legal standpoint. If you kill a member of the jury, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you scared everybody else, but he still lost.
Yeah.
If you get them to admit that they messed up the evidence or were talking behind closed doors or whatever they couldn't do,
yeah.
that's going to cause a retrial. And they're just going to keep milking this thing like the OJ case until they pull out a bad one-liner that's going to somehow get him out of it. They'd be
Bad
like,
one line. This is a
if the sock does not fit, you must acquit El Chapo.
Oh.
Next thing you know, greatest case of 2020.
Yeah.
It's going to be massive.
the amount
They
of
did- they-
cocaine he was selling.
I'm telling you,
didn't
there's
fit the
bigger.
bag.
These guys are smarter than you think. There is
Yeah.
something going on behind the scenes.
I don't know. There might be.
So you're saying El Chapo is going to get out of all these
I like
crimes
that.
on a technical? There's a difference
El
from
Chapo.
OJ and El Chapo
El
cartel
Chapo.
lord. Okay, you are comparing two different animals.
He could still milk this case out. It would make sense to milk it out. It's less time in the.
He's clearly guilty.
I know, but at this.
But
have you ever?
OJ,
Dude.
we also thought was clearly
The
guilty.
legal system
But
is messed
it's
up. If you
also
keep
different 'cause
milking it out, people just get sick of it and they're like, you know what? We don't want to hear these lawyers
But
anymore.
one's a drug lord, one murder.
Okay, yes, no, completely different. But
two
I'm telling you,
people.
from a smart standpoint, it would make more sense for him to do that. You're just gonna settle and go
Maybe.
right to
But
prison. You're not
also,
gonna try to
he-
give it another shot.
He has connections. He's
has connections
clearly
everywhere.
guilty, but he has connections. Like he runs Mexico.
He ran the Santa Loa cartel.
You know the name?
Yes, he is huge. This guy.
Why?
This,
Why do you know the name?
Because he makes a lot of money.
But what's it called?
Santa Loa, isn't it? Or what is it? It's the Santa Loa, the Sinaloa. Sorry,
Still,
Sinaloa
That's
cartel.
close. Why do you
Because-
know that offhand?
Because it's a huge cartel. That's the point. This guy is bigger than we all understand. I think he's got a way out of this. I like his
I bet
odds.
you couldn't name our third president, but you can name
He is-
El Chapo's
look,
cartel.
This is
That's
not.
crazy.
I'm not even gonna let you compare this to OJ's trial and say that he might get off on a technicality. No, he's guilty. The man's
Yeah, he's
going to
go-
jail.
he's
He's,
gonna-
done. It's over.
But he might escape. We can all agree on that.
it's over. He will.
You don't think
he's
he'll escape? Yeah, I think there's always
not
a
a
chance of him
U.S.
escaping.
maximum security prison.
I think he could go. Yeah, that's the
in
thing.
Mexico.
Yeah, that's
There's a difference between Mexican prison and U.S.
There's a
prison.
lot of
I think
hombres
there's a
over
lot
here,
of
though.
buy-offs in Mexican
There's a lot of
prison.
hombres.
There is,
over
hey,
here.
there's no difference in money though. Money's just as good in the United States.
It's
you
better
can,
in the
you
United
can buy
States.
off guard. You can buy off guard.
Yeah.
Still. That's a known thing. You
We'll
can still
see.
do it.
Let's see. It'll
I have
age.
faith.
It'll age
You know
into
what?
fine wine.
I'll tell you what. I think he doesn't stand. I think he might not stand a chance, but I think the people are selling him short. We might get the next Kardashians out of this. The Kardashians came out of the OJ case. Who knows?
Yeah, but who's gonna be the new
What-
Kardashian?
New lawyer.
Buying way too much into this.
The Mexican Kardashians are going to be formed out of this
we
next
need-
lawsuit.
Here, okay, I got a new story.
Next story because I don't think Cleaver gets
This
it.
is a good one. So this is a naked man arrested at Planet Fitness tells police he thought the gym was a judgment-free zone.
I mean, isn't that how they advertise
That's what
it?
they add.
Judgment-free zone.
Yeah, it
No
is.
one's
They got like
judging?
the zonk or whatever. The what's it
Yeah,
called? The
or,
zonk
I don't
meter
know what it's
thing?
called. Yeah, they don't.
Cleaver, you got something to say?
I used to go work out there sometimes, and you know what? The thing about Planet Fitness is they say it's like it's so judgment free.
Yeah.
But it's only judgment free in a specific way. Like
Okay.
they have all these signs and they're like no lugs, no tanks, no oversized water bottles. I saw a guy that had a water bottle as big as this one I'm holding here. What is this? 32 ounces?
Yeah.
And they literally were like, you shouldn't be carrying around big jugs like that.
Why?
Or like if people slam down the weights.
Yeah, I know
Or
that.
like
That's
set them
why they
down
have
too hard,
that
they'll set
thing.
off the alarm and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, okay, but I'm not gonna lie. This guy's smart. Once again, work in the legal system. He is literally using their slogan against them because they're gonna have to change it completely. They're gonna be like, oh, I guess judgment-free zone
okay.
minus
But
nudity.
think about this. Think about this. When the police came in, they found him completely nude in a yoga type position.
Yeah, this is not.
This guy's spreading.
This is not smart on the law
Cleaver's
side,
dying.
like Cleaver said. This is how you become a sex offender.
Yes, this is not. This is not smart at all.
No,
I can't
this
find
this is
any
terrible
intelligence.
idea.
Yeah, thank you.
No full frontal in a
This isn't
Planet
what.
Fit.
What do you get out of it?
It's not smart, but I'm saying like he did say to him like, you guys said it's a judgment-free zone. Like he does
Yeah.
have somewhat of an argument here. Like
Sure.
like.
I mean, like if you read into it,
But the
he's
fact
still going
that
to
he's
jail.
doing the downward doge when a bunch of cops come in, I don't like that. I'm out. I'm out. If you're a cop, like you see some pretty gnarly stuff. You see people get shot. You see robberies. This is installed in them forever,
Yeah.
burned deep into their memory.
This is Greece. This is disgusting. Honestly, this guy looks like a Geico commercial.
How old was he?
Caveman.
Was he like an old man? or
No,
was he?
this guy's 34.
Okay, I expected like a 65-year-old.
No, this guy
It's like
is
serial
a
killer
30
type stuff.
Yeah,
What county was it in? I want to know just because I watch a lot of live PD. And
it's Massachusetts.
was Warwick.
He's from Massachusetts. it's in Plaistow, New Hampshire.
It's not. No,
So-
it's not one of the big ones.
No, this isn't a Florida.
Maybe
story.
live PD should start hitting up Massachusetts because.
They might want to. They might want. Yeah, it's.
Have you guys ever
Greece.
watched live PD?
Yeah, I like that
One of
show.
the greatest TV shows ever. 3-hour binge watch.
Sindarius Thornwell, NBA player, was on live PD.
I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now, my favorite show growing up, I don't care. Any
Cops?
time of day,
It's gotta be
anything.
Cops. Yeah.
And now we
Cops
got
is good.
live PD. It's like Cops with ESPN analysts.
It actually is.
They will make an arrest, send it back to Sergeant What's His Nuts, and he'll be like, I really like the way that cop took him down. He handled the situation perfectly. I could see a misdemeanor in this case. I like what he did. Good work. Good work.
I've always said there's a holy trinity of late night TV.
Okay.
You have cops,
Family Guy?
you have diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Oh.
Yeah, right? That's,
Flavor Town?
and then at the top, you have Alaskan bush people.
Oh.
That's the holy trinity of late night television.
I think mine would change, but for the grease factor,
That
that
has
is,
to be- have
that's
you
as
ever
high as it
watched
gets.
Alaskan bush
If you
people?
see, like that's almost the same as if you would put in
It's grease.
Alaskan ice road truckers.
Oh yeah, that one's disgusting.
That could
they
be
just
up there with
drive
bush
over
people.
lakes.
I don't even.
They put
get
chains
that.
on their tires.
The balls on those guys is insane.
That actually, but they're always transporting the weirdest stuff.
It's
The
Alaska.
Weirdest stuff. It's like bear mounts.
It's Alaska.
I know, so it makes
are they
sense
they're not
there.
gonna
But
be-
like, imagine if you saw a truck full of bear mounts.
That
Like,
is-
heads of bears.
You just see a UPS truck driving straight across the lake. They're like, oh, yeah, it's the main highway here for about 6 months out of the year.
Throw some chains on the tires and make it right through.
It's
You're like, what?
How do they do that?
I don't know. But Alaskan bush people, one of the girls, the daughter's names, I think is Bluebird.
Jeez. I think my holy trinity of late night
Yeah.
would be, oh God, let me think. Well, Cops is up there. Yes,
Yeah,
Cops
Cops
is
is
that's a
on it.
given. That's
But
always
Triple
in it.
D?
Okay, I
That's
like
always
that,
on,
but I
man.
don't
That's
like
killer.
that as like late night comedy.
I only watch that late night.
think
and
I
I
would-
laugh.
I would put South Park in there for sure.
Yeah, but like that, you're watching that because it's funny.
You're talking greasy trinity.
You're talking about like ironic grease. Like you're not really, you're kind of invested in the show, but you're just laughing at like how disgusting this is.
So you actually buy into these people's character. Like if you're watching
yeah.
like a gold mining show, like you know these guys' profit margins.
Oh,
for the
they're
year.
grease. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That is
Like Guy Fieri.
What about him?
I'd love to go to all these restaurants he goes to.
Well, like, have you ever seen Man vs. Food?
Yo, that guy had like heart issues because he ate too much. Yes, I've seen that show.
How did he make that a full-time job?
He's got other than the heart issues, he's got the life.
No, but like, yeah, that is the best job ever.
That's a sick job, yeah. He just goes and eats copious amounts of food.
And somehow there's always a crowd.
Yeah.
Like, the diners sell out.
Oh,
This
yeah.
guy's the act in town when he rolls
They cheer him
in.
on for 30 minutes straight.
You would feel horrible if you don't finish a challenge.
I think there's been times he hasn't finished
How is
it.
his stomach like never just ripped open from expanding too much?
He's got a Jacob Thapa Jared gut. Let's push it out.
Oh
It's
my!
big. It's big.
All right, what other news stories do we got? I got one.
Yeah.
Well,
Right back to you.
all right. Okay, deal. So, in France, huge thing is fencing, right?
Okay.
They're taking it to higher levels and now doing lightsaber dueling.
That's sick.
So you use
I'm into that.
an LED lit polycarbonate lightsaber replica that makes sounds when you swing it and everything. And instead of like dueling, you know how you get them, you get points.
Yeah.
Same with the lightsaber.
But it's with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Is that the only difference? It's just with
Yeah.
a lightsaber?
this-
So it's less dangerous.
And they
Yeah.
But they said they're doing it because they think the attraction of Star Wars is so high that it will get young kids into doing this and maybe eventually fencing. But this is now an officially recognized sport in France,
But
lightsaber dueling.
The day this becomes an Olympic sport,
This is actually kind
That's
of
when you
smart
got
though.
me.
Like this actually gets kids love Star Wars, and if this is the closest
Yeah.
thing they're gonna get, so I
That's-
actually think this
it's
is a
smart
really good
ploy,
idea.
But it's like
I'm against it.
it's just the same thing. Yeah, it's your Rommel.
I'm against it. I
Yeah.
like the danger factor. I think you shouldn't veer away from the danger, but take it head on. Have you ever seen the like it's like I don't know what they call it, but it's like Knights UFC. So two people dress
Oh,
up
yeah.
in UFC
They
and
just
they
beat
battle
each
and
other up.
they start out with swords and
Yeah.
they start. That should be a national sport.
Yeah, I've seen
If
videos.
you don't know what it is, YouTube it.
Yeah.
It's great.
I saw one guy
It's
like
amazing. Have you ever
clocked the
seen
guy
it,
in the
Flavor?
side of a face with his shin, and the guy dropped, knocked him out. Clean.
Medieval fights over lightsaber dueling. I love Star Wars and all, but
Star Wars is
medieval
tight.
knights actually just whooping each other.
What about real lightsabers?
Star Wars used to be tight until they
No, Star
tried to
Wars-
make it funny. Like I watched what was it the newest one
Newest
or the
one.
first one with Rey? What's the first one with Rey?
7, Force Awakens. Yeah.
Force Awakens. I was watching with people and like the main fighter jet guy gets thrown down.
Poe
And-
Dameron.
yes, and
He's a cool guy, though.
Polo. He's right in front of Kylo Ren.
Yeah, and he makes
just
a
looks at him. He
joke
goes, "Is this where you talk, or is this where I talk? Who
Yeah.
talks? Who talks?"
Yeah.
Like that. It takes away everything from the movie. Like they
But-
used to be intense. Now they're trying to be like family comedies.
That movie did have some sick parts in it.
It
Same
did,
with-
but
same
I
with
don't
the eighth
like
one.
the comedy attempts.
Yeah,
I just
the
don't.
comedy's bad.
It, like when Disney
eighth one-
gets
what about-
something, you
there's
know
some
it's
good
just
parts.
going to become more PG.
Yeah,
Like
we could-
Star Wars isn't even that bad, but the
I
thing
say
is,
let's come back to Star Wars. Let's continue with the news stories, get to sports, and then when people are trying to call in, let's
Fair.
talk about Star Wars.
Fair.
We can talk about our holy trinities.
All right.
We can talk about
I got-
everything.
Do you want to go with another news story? Otherwise, I got like kind of a sports
Yeah, I
news
could
story.
tell another news story.
Okay,
It's
let's
a good
go into
one
that.
too. Let's get to it.
UNC
Okay.
dominating right now by
Are they? Okay.
52 to 37.
Dang. Okay. This one is teens charged after allegedly stabbing delivery man and stealing chicken wings in Toronto. A group of teens.
Okay.
Teens charged after allegedly stabbing delivery man and stealing chicken wings in Toronto.
Toronto and I have personal anger after last night.
Oh yeah, this
debacle.
is good. Yeah. It's a good gateway to that story.
Yeah. So first of all, stabbing people for chicken nuggets is kind of a low move.
Yeah, it's a
Very
real low
bottom
point.
of the barrel type stuff.
Yeah, that's scummy. That's
Very
really
scummy.
if it's Domino's, it's $5.99.
Yeah.
If you can't, like, when in your life do you get to that point? Maybe you ordered ranch. Maybe there's a delivery fee. It's $9. You know. When do you get to that point in your life though, where you're willing to commit murder for dinner?
Yeah.
Pour a bowl of Cheerios, man. Jeez.
Go
And
a night without eating.
the fact that this is in
anything.
Canada, this is supposed to be super nice people.
Yeah.
Like you tell me this is Philly, Detroit, anywhere in Florida.
Any
I'd
place in
buy it.
America.
But
Honestly.
Toronto stabbing over chicken wings.
It's Greece. I don't get it at all. There's so many other
Did
ways.
they ask him like drop the chicken wings and he just said no? and then
Yeah.
they stabbed him,
Yeah,
or
they're
did
like-
they just not give him the option?
Yeah,
and
it's because
just
he
stabbed him
fought
right away?
back. Yeah, they just walk up to him, stab him. No,
I mean, if I'm a delivery guy, I'm not giving my body over.
no,
a
they can have
pack
the
of chicken.
wings.
I'll be like, here, take your chicken wings, and I'll go to the door and knock on the dude. I'm like,
They
you'll never
asked.
believe what
They
just
asked.
happened
He
to me.
said no. They stabbed him.
Did he live?
I'm not sure.
If he died over $9 chicken wings,
yeah.
that is the saddest. Like another
No,
point. At
he
what point in
survived.
your life do you take your pizza delivery boy job so
Yeah.
serious that you're gonna give your life for this company, for these
Who
wings? He better be
knows?
like manager by next week.
He better win an award.
This
at
guy's willing to give
Domino's.
his life.
He's gonna be Pizza Man of the Year at Domino's.
He's gonna get invited to some huge convention.
Where the owner of was Papa John's. Papa John shows up. He's like,
Jeez, it was probably Little Caesars. It was probably as greasy as it gets. They probably have
Oh, do they-
delivery somehow.
do they deliver?
Grubhub
That's
somehow,
disgusting. He's
something.
probably a Grubhub driver.
So, by the way, let's segue into what happened to me and Rummel
Yeah.
last night. So we decide we're gonna get some Politos, and we order the Politos through Eat Street because Eat Street offers free delivery. So
Mhm.
like, this is perfect. Get some Politos. This is gonna be amazing. Food.
do that. Wait, it's free delivery.
Free delivery through Eat Street.
Okay, so that's well, but you think it's a steal.
Yes, you think it's a
So
steal.
let's
and
continue.
all of a sudden, after about 30 minutes, this nice old man comes up to the door. He's like, "You guys ordered 3 pizzas. You guys must be pretty hungry in there." And we're like, "Yeah, thank you." Gave him a tip,
It's an old
everything.
guy?
Old guy, yeah.
Dang.
So we
Hate to
give
hear
we
it.
give him a tip, send him away, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these boxes look like irregularly like wet, kind
Lumpy,
of like
little
weird.
lumpy.
So we open our pizza to find that it had a stroke. Half the pizza, all the cheese was off. It was flying off the pizza. There was no toppings. It was a pizza with like the sauce and then all the
Yeah.
toppings put on the side.
I saw evidence.
It
and-
was destroyed, absolutely destroyed. And then Rummel decides, I'm gonna scoop my cheese back on. Drops his whole pizza on the ground.
So then
Pizza
it's done.
It's just his pizza looked like it got 9 rounds with Mike Tyson after it was done. It was destroyed.
That's your Rummel steak.
Okay, so I started like prematurely laughing when everyone was opening their boxes, like, it's not gonna happen to mine, and
And
mine
then
was
yours,
messed up.
yeah.
So then I put it, and they didn't give me any share of the table, so I was like kind of half balancing it on it, and then I started fixing it with the spatula, and what I didn't notice is once I lifted up all the cheese, it threw off the weight balance enough,
Oh.
and I picked it up, and it flopped on my feet, and it was just like sitting there, and I didn't know what to like. I was just already fed up at that point,
Yeah.
so now I'm sitting there with a spatula full of cheese, and the pizza's all over my feet.
You
got a
get
refund,
that.
though. We
Yeah,
did
you
get a
guys
refund.
did get a full refund. So
But
you got
I
this
have-
pizza for free.
I've since declared war on Eat Street. I was hyping them up since they had no delivery charge.
That's insane.
And now I'm never doing that again.
That's sad.
And the best part was, once again, the legal system came in. we send a message to these people. It's a Eat Street. Well, first I call Politos, and I'm like, what can you do about this for us? And he's
Yeah.
like, the second it leaves the door, we can't do anything. So I'm like,
That's
he's like, you have
bad.
to call Eat Street, because I
Yeah.
guess, I don't know, whatever. And Eat Street orders it, and they put pepperonis on Rummel's pizza instead of sausage.
Just
So
completely messed it
we
up.
just, yeah. So then we text or message Eat Street, and we're like, our pizzas got completely messed up. They look atrocious.
Yeah.
Last sentence, we have pictures. 5 minutes later, $45 refunded. That's all it took. We have
45
pictures.
Oh, I guess you guys got.
It was $45 for the pizzas because it was like 15.
yeah.
3
makes
pizzas.
sense.
Politos is a little more
Politos,
expensive.
but it's good pizza.
It was
It-
really good pizza. I got the good
It
old
was-
steak and fry.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite there? Is that it?
I'd say steak and fry. After the bars last Thursday, I had this chicken enchilada one or something that was amazing. There was like chips on it and chicken.
Oh, really?
It was, I don't know, it could have been the alcohol playing a hand in the
That's
flavor,
true.
but it tasted delicious. I also really like the mac and cheese.
Yeah, mac and cheese is classic. Chicken bacon ranch.
A lot of people like that.
Can't
a
go
lot of
wrong.
people like chicken
Can't go
bacon ranch.
wrong. Just regular pepperoni.
I just like pizzas with barbecue sauce. as
That
the
is
base.
really good. Or Philly cheesesteak.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, so next story. It's kind of like sports related,
Yeah.
so we don't talk about pizza the whole time. Jordan Spieth's caddy won't be like with him this weekend because his father died.
Ooh.
So now Jordan Spieth's dad is filling in as his caddy at the WGC Mexico Championship.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm just thinking about this. Like, do you think? I don't know if you guys play golf at all, but like, Do you think you could have your dad walking caddy?
Yeah.
Walking caddy.
That's tough.
Pops, I know you're listening. I don't know if you could walk the full 18. And we talk a lot of trash to each other. So,
Okay.
well, like not a lot,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like subtle jabs, like haha, nice shot into the woods.
Might get in your head.
Yeah. So there'd be a little bit of like tension there because he'd probably tell me to use a club and I wouldn't use it.
And then if you mess up, then he's got you.
Yeah, and then I'd hear him in my ear the next hole. Yeah. So
That's hard.
I mean, I could get like a friend because then it's like funny and cool. And I mean, maybe you're close with your dad, but there's always going to be like that deal where you know he's judging you. Like it's like those dads at high school basketball games that are yelling during the game. Like, no. There's a place the dad should be on the sidelines behind the rope watching or at home on TV watching. That's where it needs to end.
I have two things.
There's profession and there's family.
First of all, he probably won't have to give a tip because they normally get tips.
Oh, good point. Does his dad get a cut of the
winnings? The caddy does get the winnings.
They get some of it. They get the guy who showed up and also it might be symbolic because his dad died.
Maybe.
That's why his dad is filling in. But
that would make sense. I mean, I could see that.
how old is his dad? Does it say? He's probably like, what, 60? Close?
His dad, it doesn't say.
We'll say at least 50.
See, like my dad just texted me. He said that I couldn't make a putt if it depended on my life. So
That's not going to get you in the right mindset.
I don't love that, but that's not true because I can definitely, if I putted enough, I think I could out-putt my dad. So maybe a little putting competition.
Let's also remember none of us here are Jordan Spieth.
No, that's true.
Let's keep it simple. None of us here are Jordan Spieth.
No.
So
Give me the handicap.
Give you the handicap.
No. You know what I do with golf balls when I go golfing? Lose them. I don't play golf. I lose golf
in the
balls.
water?
I hit them, and they go 90 degrees to the right or 90 degrees to the left. And on a very, very, very rare occasion, it might go straight.
Really?
The putting is on point, though. It takes about 10 strokes to get there, but the putting is on point.
So not much of a golfer.
I mean, I tried. I worked at the country club this summer, and I tried to golf. Played with Mike Schmidt all the time, and I think he just looked at me and knew there was not much hope there.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
He tried to coach me, and then he's like, yeah, you're worse than my sister.
Yeah. So, like, I also struggle a little bit because my clubs aren't up to length. They're, like, a little too short for me.
You got them before you grew.
Yeah. So now I have to bend my knees too much, and I'm playing with like midget clubs.
Yeah.
So that also contributes a little bit to my bad play. I'm not saying I'd be great, but I think I'd do a little bit better.
For sure.
Just a little hint there, and I do not 3-putt. By the way, that is not true.
Dang.
We're gonna have a hot takes golf outing, and we're gonna see. Who's the best? We'll broaden than just us a threesome here, but we'll get a couple teams. Sponsored event. We'll go over to the lacrosse, whatever they're called over there, and we'll see who can.
We're gonna get this event sponsored, folks. It's gonna be a hot takes golf outing.
Yeah.
There's gonna be Jaeger bombs before the first hole.
God.
And it's going to be a fiesta. We're going to get a couple golf carts, and it'll be settled. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to need the greatest handicap ever given to a golfer in the history of the game. But I'll accept it. I mean, if it's going to get me a title.
We'll get Tiger Woods out for the event.
That could happen.
He'll come.
So we're actually going to do this in the spring. We're going to have a hot takes event. We're going to get a couple.
Sure.
We're going to get a group of people that want to go out. We'll we'll buy a trophy. We'll have a trophy.
Yeah, fake little trophy.
We'll have someone make a video of it, and then we'll send it out, or we'll throw it up on our YouTube or website or whatever.
Yeah.
If Mike Schmidt makes the drive, he's going to win the tournament. He's the Spieth of Wisconsin. He's the Spieth of Wisconsin. And he plays with a John at all times, too. It just gives you a John Daly factor.
Grease.
You got to like that.
Yeah.
You need a John Daly at every golf event.
If Mike Schmidt comes with a mullet,
I'm in.
I'm
betting my entire savings and every asset I own on him winning that tournament.
Yeah.
Anyone that comes with a mullet. Anyone. I don't
Anyone
care,
who comes
I don't
with a
care if the
mullet's
guy's got
in.
one arm. If he has a mullet, he's winning the event.
I agree. Any other sports?
Well, let's talk about how insanely high ticket prices were. 25, the price of Super Bowl tickets.
For UNC versus Duke,
UNC
which is
Duke.
on right now. Live update on the score.
It's like 55 to something.
Dang. Zion's out, but
But
still.
can you imagine paying $2,500 to go to a college basketball game?
That's a
NBA
lot.
tickets don't even get that high unless it's like late playoffs.
Yeah, or if it's like big city market team.
That's insane.
The Warriors, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. And that's like front area.
Yeah, that's nuts.
These were the cheapest. Was 2,500.
Those were the cheapest?
Cheapest was 2,500. Highest went for 11,000.
Imagine being one of the students, though.
My brother got one for free for
Oh, yeah.
when they come to UNC.
That's tight.
I'm like, that's insane.
That's
you
gonna
just
be a
saved yourself
sick
almost
game.
$3,000.
You better hope Zion's not injured.
Yeah, exactly. That would be so sad if you
Yeah,
didn't
it
get to see
would.
Zion play, man. Because you know he's gone after this year, so that's
Yeah,
your one
no,
shot.
He's gone for sure.
He's injured now.
Even if he's injured, he'll still go, I think.
Yeah. You think he's got an insurance policy on himself right now?
Oh, yeah, probably.
If he has a knee problem right now, he will probably. I don't think he'll go.
He'll go. I think no matter what.
If he I don't know if like say he tore an ACL right then.
Okay.
You think he'd go?
Yeah.
I don't think he will.
I think he's one and done no matter what.
I don't think so.
People know about him.
But a torn ACL, you got to see how he plays.
Think about
after.
Diamond Stone.
You got to
know
see
who
how
that
he
is?
moves after an ACL tear, though.
Diamond Stone played 1 year at Maryland, barely started, and he went to the NBA after
You
1
got
year.
if he blows out an ACL though, you have to see how he plays after an ACL tear.
He's gone. He's gone no
I
matter
think
what.
it's fair you would want to see how he plays.
Yeah, but he's
but
not gonna.
Zion is such a once in a generation type of athlete that literally,
I
if
think
you
it's
go on
true.
ESPN, you go on Google, you go on anything, generation, yeah.
Well, think about this. He's 280 pounds.
Think
with a
think of someone
45-inch vertical.
Think of someone in our 10-year range
disgusting.
that's like better athlete or more known than him.
Yeah. No, he's on.
From 25 to 15.
There's really nothing.
No one is bigger than him right now. He is everywhere. He's on every sports page.
Soccer, there's a few players, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's because it's soccer. That's worldwide.
Yeah. Zion Williamson is a household name. You say him and just like you don't even have to know basketball that well. People know who he is.
Yeah, no.
I think that's why he would leave. I think so, but I think
He'll
he
sell
would drop
jerseys no matter what.
Yeah, he would drop for sure, and then maybe they'd have him play G League to start, but
Even if he tore his ACL, they'd wait.
I think he would put up 40 in the G League and then he'd be fine.
Yeah, he'd put
just
up
to say
a
you're saying he's the the most famous or most known McDavid, Connor McDavid, NHL, the future of hockey.
I don't know who that is.
Born in 1997.
That's got to be something. If I don't know who he is,
I think yes, Connor McDavid. But here's the thing:
well known.
as much
though.
as you hate to say it, as much as I hate to say it, basketball trumps hockey in its like popularity
by
everywhere.
a lot.
Everywhere.
It's becoming
Especially
bigger
like
than
in
the NFL.
Wisconsin, like hockey, yeah, we like it. But even if you go in the down half of the United States,
Nothing.
Florida, Texas, all like that's nothing.
No.
Basketball's still relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you're saying that he's a freak athlete, but he's not even in the NBA yet. Connor McDavid is in the NHL and he is playing amazingly.
Yeah, but like there's tons of NBA players that are
Yeah,
young
I know,
right
but
now.
you're saying that he's the once in a generation, and we already have one example that is already in the NHL and he's changing the game.
Sure.
He's in the
but-
NHL, but
Yeah.
Zion could be in the NBA right now. LeBron went straight to the NBA. Zion could have easily went straight
There's
to the
people
NBA.
in the NBA.
There's
right
rules
now
though that
are
you
young.
can't do that.
There's
I
people,
think
people in the NBA right now that are young that
Yeah.
are more well known than McDavid.
yeah. I mean, it's just a fact that he hasn't been allowed to yet. If he
Yeah.
could be in the NBA, he would be in the NBA.
Yeah, he'd be in the NBA.
He would already be in the
straight from
NBA.
High school, it would not even be a question.
Yeah.
He's
Connor McDavid, yes, he was a captain at 17. Yes, he was insane. Yes,
Yeah.
he is insane. But for like once in a generation athlete of like known popularity, huge, like insane, it's Zion, I would think.
If he doesn't
I can't
get
think of
injured,
someone. I mean,
there's
baseball-
there's a soccer player.
there's probably a soccer player out
Yeah,
there.
Kylian
Because soccer,
Mbappe.
then
He's-
once
he's
again, yep,
big.
that'll come down to popularity,
He's
and
big.
soccer would win
yeah.
that. It also does come down to popularity because it just depends on what area you go to.
Yeah.
If you go to Canada, yes, they would say Connor McDavid for sure. If you go,
Zion, even in Canada, though, would probably
yeah, probably.
people gotta know him. Like he's big.
Yeah, yes. I mean, ESPN plays in
Yeah,
there,
they show
so.
so much of him.
It's 9:30. It's
Collins?
9:30. Yeah.
Dang.
Pick up the phone. Kind of quiet. All right, people. So tonight's call-in segment is going to be all about Well, the name, as you saw in the Snapchat story, public intoxication. We're going to be talking about funny stories.
Oh,
we already got one. How we doing? Who's calling in tonight?
Hey, this is actually Max.
Oh, hey, Max.
Hey,
How's it
Max.
going?
How we doing?
This is my whole conflict with it. One, again, not huge into hockey, but he's in the NHL. He's also like 21 years old. Zion is, 18, maybe just turned 19?
Yeah.
That's true.
The entire world knows his name.
Exactly. Like,
And they've known it for the last 2 years of high school, too.
That's true. I mean, honestly, if you went anywhere basketball related or like mixtapes or anything like that, it was Zion.
He's got more Instagram followers than like a handful of NBA teams have.
It's just
Which is
insane.
insane.
Like, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like you guys brought up, he's 6'8" or whatever it was, I don't know, 280 pounds or 6'11". If he was in the league right now, he would be not only I think it was the top 2 percentile, but they you have LeBron, KD, all these other, these all-star huge players that are hands down, he was better than me at that age.
Oh,
you have that's real, recognized real.
100% for sure. Like, I saw a tape yesterday, and it was of UNC's coach talking.
Yeah,
and he's
talking
like,
about how he's a once
he's
in a
like,
generation
he's once in a
player.
generation. He's
Yeah.
like, it's literally insane. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen nothing like him.
It's as long as he doesn't get injured.
Yeah, and I mean, if he gets injured though, now with medicine and everything,
That's
people can
still
still
tough.
come back from ACLs. Though.
I mean, Adrian Peterson.
It's becoming so much more common.
But look at D Rose.
True. Gordon Hayward though came back from one of the most
Yeah.
disgusting injuries I've ever seen in
that's
my
not
life.
that's not as bad as ACL though, because ACL has a lot of
That's true.
tendency to do.
We'll see what the MRI says tonight. That'll be
Yeah,
that's going to be
that's true.
trending on Twitter. I
That
bet it
will
already
be.
is that he's
Yeah,
hurt.
It definitely will be.
As soon as
Think about how many high schoolers tear their ACL 3 times in 4 years.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's definitely true.
I don't know. It's something that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, we'll
I
see.
mean,
I agree though.
if he comes
completely.
back healthy though, tournament run, very possible.
Yeah.
For
Right.
sure.
He could tear both ACLs and meniscus and PCLs. He'll still be a top 3 pick because these coaches are going to know he's still so dominant. It's happening. I'm calling
He's
it.
a
For sure,
project.
for
He'd
sure.
be a lottery pick no
I
matter
think he
what.
could lose the lower half of his body and just still sign a Head and Shoulders endorsement. It's literally disgusting how big he
Probably.
is.
They'd sell jerseys for sure.
Oh yeah.
They're going to sell millions on millions of jerseys.
Yeah, it's literally gonna whatever team it is, their net worth is going up by a couple percent just
Yeah,
by him coming to
definitely.
that team.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate it.
Oh. All right.
So, like we said before, funny stories, just kind of any funny drinking stories you get.
We want to
Fun-
say the number quick.
Life advice? No,
Life
advice.
advice,
We're
yeah.
we can do.
We'll
advice
do
too.
it. Just call in with
Yeah,
anything,
yeah,
honestly. That was
What were we gonna discuss before? Star Wars
yeah.
or the Holy Trifecta? Rum
Which
was
one do
yet
you
to
want to
give
start?
us
Yeah.
his.
What's your late
holy
night,
trifecta of late night TV?
late night holy trifecta?
I know for sure. Game of Thrones.
Oh, another call. Let's hear it. Hello.
Hi,
Hi. Who's this?
Nick.
Oh, what's
Oh,
up,
Nick Grams, how we doing, buddy?
I'm good. Public intoxication story. Cleaver, is it okay if I tell a story about you?
Oh,
Sure.
God.
Sure. Is it last weekend?
No, not last weekend. It's from last year.
Oh, getting carried home by the backpack?
Possibly.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so I'm at a party. It's me, Cleaver, and our buddy Jack. Cleaver is highly intoxicated in the basement of his house, dancing everywhere. I believe I have a video on my phone of him dancing, screaming, extremely strange Cleaver facial expressions, and I believe he even kissed my phone at one point.
Oh God.
Hey, what are you gonna
Anyway, we get Cleaver up and at him. And it's 2 or 3 in the morning. We're like, okay, Cleaver, it's time for bed. Okay, we got to get home. So Jack and I get Cleaver up the stairs. He talked to about 30 random people on the way out. We had no idea what's going on.
It's the most
course.
blacked out I've ever been.
We get Cleaver outside, and Cleaver just takes off.
You run?
Jack and I are like, we got a runner on our hands. What are we going to do? No idea how to handle the situation. He runs around this times. At the point, this is early spring, right after that spring snowstorm last year. There's tons of snow, so we just wait for him. We get him. Jack tackles him. We get him up. I'm steering Cleaver home by his backpack. So she's in a full room. It's like trying to like walk a bulldog home and the leash is tight. We get back onto campus and Jack looks at me and goes, all right, just let him go. I mean, where's he going to run to? I let go of Cleaver. He takes about 4 hard sprinting steps, falls, and runs square to the ground, face first on the pavement. The kid proceeds to keep running even though his legs are not touching the pavement anymore. He's just swimming around like a fish on the ground. We get him up. The rest of the way home, we just let him run. Jack was checking him into the bushes, and eventually made it home, and he passed out on the couch in my dorm room. I wake up early in the morning, I look over, and Cleaver pulls his pants down, and sits down on my desk chair like he's going to take a shit.
No!
And I go, Cleaver, what do you think? He goes, I got to poop, man. I got to poop. That's not where you go poop. The bathroom's down the hallway.
No, you did
Yeah.
not.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. And then I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, oh, grab. Pulled up my pants, ran down the hallway. Most blacked I've ever been in my life. And the next day, I had to go to breakfast with my whole girlfriend's family at the Red Lobster.
Wait, breakfast at the Red Lobster?
Or lunch, sorry, brunch,
Okay.
lunch, whatever. It was like 11 a.m. And then my girlfriend's grandma proceeded to hand me her sunglasses because she saw how hungover I was.
Really?
Yeah. It was a interesting night, to say the least. Me and Nick Grams always have some fun.
Good Lord. Thanks for calling in with that. That opens
That's
a lot of eyes.
that's a good public intoxication story. Thank you, Grams.
Take it
Yeah, no
easy,
problem.
man.
Bye.
See ya.
Good Lord, Cleaver.
Oh, that's
Grace.
up there.
Yeah.
I tore my pants that night.
What?
I ate it, completely tore the pants.
when you fell.
Oh yeah.
and
And then he just
stumbled to the
carried me
dorm
home.
room.
You know the loop on the backpack that you set
Yeah.
up to hang it. He just steered me home with that.
Like what parents do with their children.
100%.
And then you proceeded to take your pants down.
Whiskey, folks.
I guess. Good Lord. Hello, who are we talking to?
Drew Crabb, friend of Noah.
How we doing,
Friend of
Drew?
Rummel.
How's it going, boys?
It's going good.
Cleaver?
What's up?
I got a little story from last year. This one's about me. It's my one and only drinking ticket.
Ooh,
no.
I like it. I like how this is starting.
And let me tell you, it was definitely on a Thursday, because that's how Thursdays go.
Oh, 100%.
It started off with about 3/4, probably a full water bottle of vodka, and maybe a trip to tequilas.
To kill ya.
to
To
kill
kill
ya.
ya. You made a bold decision.
Yeah, I think we went to tequilas.
Oh, no. Got some marks.
I say to my buddy Colin, I said, "Hey, I got us the 2 pitchers because that's usually the deal
Yeah.
with the 2 pitchers." Well, he said he wasn't interested that night.
Oh, no. 2 pitchers to the
I
moon.
bit the whole $18 and polished off both those pitchers.
No.
That's for sure.
This is world record-breaking drinking amounts. This is unheard of.
That's not good.
We decided to take it down to the animal house afterwards.
Oh, God.
When we were chatting it up for hours. Probably didn't get out of there till like 2. I had a good deal of Coors Lights there too. I got some video evidence on my Snapchat story. And then I proceeded to get off the bus at Hutch when all my friends were heading back to Eagle. And I was going to Sanford, the long haul.
Oh,
not
no.
good.
Yeah, that's cross campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I could make it. This was in like February of last year. Real cold night. I didn't have a jacket. Phone wasn't on that low a battery, but it was so damn cold out when I finally decided to pull maps out or potentially call an Uber. He died.
This is like the Gray 2.
This
is building up into one of the most
wolves
intense
gonna
stories.
Come?
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, you're
So-
gonna have to fight.
Yeah.
So what happens
we're-
next?
We're still going a little bit.
Oh no!
I can shut it. I can make it quick.
No, I want to hear this.
I wanna
This
hear
is
This
beautiful.
is good.
Instead of heading towards Sanford, I think I accidentally kind of just went straight.
You're
And
guessing.
never made like a left turn, and I kind of ended up going past like Mitchell and the football field a little bit.
No, you just kept walking.
Yeah, I was out there for about 2 hours. My fucking ass off, lost all hell. At one point, I swear to God, through all the darkness, I was on the side of maybe like a freeway, kind of. I don't know. I was far as hell. And then all of a sudden, I finally realized kind of where I was, and I started making my way towards campus.
A
And I make
freeway.
that left turn. I can't think of what road that is. When I make that left turn, kind of headed towards like Sanford and Laux and Reuter or whatever, and I make that corner on Laux, and there's a cop like kind of up the street by the Union, and for whatever reason I'm on the right side of the street, but I crossed over the median to the other side of the street, and the lights went on immediately, and before you know it,
That is
I'm booked.
hilarious.
They didn't even breathalyze me.
Underage.
I at one point climbed over a fence, landed up flat on my back, smashed my head, ripped my jeans. And the best part was all my friends from home were coming to visit that weekend. So I was like, guys, I can't drink tonight. I'm pretty fucked up still, I'm not going to lie. I just got a drinking ticket, but
That is, I'll tell you what,
I was right back at it again on Saturday.
Oh,
wild,
my.
wild turn of events. Because the second you said freeway, the closest freeway is not Alaska.
Honestly,
so I don't know what road you saw
Maybe
or
not
what
necessarily
trek
like a
you
freeway,
took.
but it was on some sort of like bridge.
Still
and there was
nuts.
no sidewalk, and all of a sudden the cars were going a hell of a lot faster.
Oh my.
That is awesome. That is we are getting
From
some really good
Hutch
stories.
to what you thought was Sanford really was Mitchell on the football field to a freeway.
And mind you, he's in a t-shirt this
To be
whole
honest,
time. No
from,
jacket
like,
or
the point
whatever.
at like Mitchell
Yeah.
to maybe realizing I was on the freeway, so much shit happened in there, but it's like I can hardly remember, and I remember walking on like some dirt. I swear to God, I climbed over a fence and ripped my pants at the top and landed flat on my back on the other side. And it was like we're talking like an 8-footer.
Oh my.
That's an
It was not pleasant.
insane story.
That's awesome, dude.
That's
hey, man.
a really good
that is
story.
awesome.
That had me
Thank
in
you
I
stitches.
so
wanna
much.
I want to let you guys get to somebody else. I just wanted to call in.
No, that's
No,
good.
that's
Thank
awesome,
you.
man. Thanks for
Pretty
calling
sick that
in.
You guys have your own podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take
Have
it
a good
easy.
night.
Yeah, you
too.
Jeez.
That was awesome.
That's insane.
Treks, no jacket, freeway, fence.
You said it best. The gray part too.
The gray part too. This is literally what it was. He's probably stumbling. He's got a little like frozen margarita spilled all over him. He's only got his t-shirt on, ripped jeans. This cop sees him, they almost guarantee think he's homeless.
Let's hear what we got. Hello, who are we talking with?
What's up? It's AJ.
AJ,
AJ, what's up?
how we doing, AJ?
I'm all right. How you guys doing?
Good. Quick announcement. We got to keep it PG-13. Also,
Yes.
folks, on the call-ins, unfortunately, not my rules. We got to stick to
It's
them.
school's
All right.
rules.
Let's hear it, AJ, because I know you got more stories than just about a lot of people in this town.
Well, the first one I actually wasn't a part of, and I want Rummel to say it eventually. But tonight, Rummel tumbled down a flight of stairs, breaking his nose.
The night Rummel
Rummel
tumbled down a
down
flight of stairs, breaking his nose.
Broke
Rummel,
his
all right,
nose.
Rummel's in. Let's hear
Hey, if you could try to speak as loud as possible, that'd be great. We want to hear this real clearly.
About this? We don't want to talk about this.
Let's hear it.
Wait, you want me to talk about this, or are you telling the story? Because
No, you can tell it, but I want to say my real quick one. There was a night I start my nights. I always finish a half a bottle of Bacardi Limon
That's okay. That's a good one.
before I make it to the library every Thursday. So, particular Thursday, I do that whenever I have my night at the library. I leave around 2:30. I'm with my friend Jordan and I forget another person, but as many people know, I'm a Cubs fan. So I walk into Qdoba, and this guy, I want to say it was like one of the last weekends of last semester, and he's wearing a bucket hat and a Brewers jersey, and I just start cussing him out like it was nothing. And in the middle of Qdoba, I get thrown out of Qdoba, and I wait for this guy to come out, and I take him around the corner. I want to fight him.
okay.
I throw just one punch right into his nose. His nose broke. He breaks his nose. Blood everywhere. He's passed out on the sidewalk.
That's so aggressive.
Yeah,
Just because he was wearing a Brewers
are you
jersey?
telling me the salt story?
He just laughs.
And then I proceed to steal his Qdoba and walk home.
This is assault.
That's a crime.
Are you sure you want to admit yourself to this?
This is-
Yeah, plead the fifth.
I mean, that's
AJ.
a crazy story, but everything you just said is beyond our law.
So, okay. All right.
Yeah, he punched the guy square in the nose, broke his nose just because he's a Brewers fan. And then and then he stole his Qdoba.
Oh, yes.
Well, see.
I've heard this story, AJ. I have heard this story, and I'm not going to lie. When I heard this story, it was one of the most remarkable stories I'd ever heard in my life. Because the best part was that you got free Qdoba. And you know what I told? Colin told me that story. Colin and Drew. I said, next time I go downtown, I'm just going to bring AJ with me to Qdoba. And we're going to look for two guys that are just wearing something I don't like. Or they're going to give me one bad look. And they'll be like, you know what, AJ? I don't feel like paying for Qdoba tonight. I don't feel like paying for Qdoba. Take care of business. Meet me with the burritos outside. I'll see you.
Hey, go tell him how overrated Yelich is. And then they get in a fight. He punches him square in the nose, round two.
Straight in the nose. Free Qdoba for all.
No, we don't condone this at all.
I'm not going to lie. It's really funny, though.
Well, duh, it's hilarious. But, like, come on.
Hey, wristies will get the best of you.
Yeah.
Man, that is an awesome story. Thank you so much for calling in, AJ.
Thank you.
All right, peace out, guys.
Yeah,
Have a good night, man.
What is going on?
That's hilarious.
I will not tell okay, so I don't know much about the
Jeez.
broken nose story since I was obviously concussed.
Yeah, let's answer this one. Hello, who are we talking with?
Jake.
Who is it?
Jake. I got a story with Rommel.
Who is this, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jake Powell. Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, try to talk as clearly as you can into the phone.
All right, Jake, what are you doing? What do you
I
want?
was just going to talk about our time in lacrosse last
Right.
year. Lacrosse.
Oh, move out weekend?
Move out weekend.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a time. Which night exactly? I guess we'll talk about the second night because Harvey.
The first night, yeah.
What?
The first night wasn't a very good night either. You were passed out basically in the alleyway for a minute.
That was not lacrosse. That was Michigan.
You were
State.
passed out then too.
No, I wasn't. I was guiding you around the city. I was not passed out outside of Toppers. We were not at Toppers the first night.
Was it the second night?
The second night, we got dragged to a pinning. Harvey's sister dragged us to his sister's pinning ceremony at Viterbo. Said it was going to end at about 8. Ended at like 10 o'clock. So then we showed up to the bars sober at back when the library used to do dollar rails. So we were doing dollar shots.
Yeah.
And it got out of hand really quickly. And then we went to Twisted Moose, and Harvey tried fighting the lacrosse football team or something like that.
What?
And Harvey wasn't trying to fight, so it was kind of funny because Harvey's like sitting in the back, like talking, saying that like I don't want to fight, and then the dude was saying like he doesn't want to fight, and then Powell's in the middle of both of them talking to the football player, saying, "Man, Harvey's gonna whoop you. He wants to like beat you." And Harvey's like, "I don't want to fight." so Powell's talking.
We saw them the next night too in the bar or whatever, and the kid told Harvey to apologize to him. I'm like, you better shut the fuck up.
Do not swear.
We cannot swear on this.
Do not curse. Do not curse. Okay.
Okay, question. Is this the guy that you went to the silent rave with? Or was that Harvey? Okay.
A silent rave.
Silent rave. Okay, I thought that was Jake, but I was like, I saw that. Yeah, Rummel goes to a silent rave. Everybody just wears headphones and dances.
It was like a subset of the music festival, but yeah.
That is weird.
Very interesting. Very Grease.
Yeah, so
But that is a good story.
yeah. Even better, the gang reunites in lacrosse next weekend.
Oh no.
Ooh, yeah. So
Yeah, hey, we're gonna be up there next weekend.
it's gonna be a big weekend.
Fresh new batch of freshman football players you can abuse.
Yeah. Harvey, Powell, Thiel will be up here. It'll be entertaining. It'll be a good time. So maybe save yourself for next weekend if you're listening.
Yeah.
Because
Morning mimosas too. Morning mimosas.
Morning
sure.
mimosas.
Yeah, Harvey. Yeah.
That's
so
some grease. I enjoy that.
Morning
though.
mimosas, and it'll be a fun time next weekend. So
Oh,
look for the big dude that has ginger hair and then the other big dude that has long hair, and you'll know the two that I'm talking about because they're very loud and very hard to miss.
Okay. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
All right. Hey, thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a good night.
We are getting some dynamite stories.
These are good. One more call. Should we skip bedtime stories?
I mean, we can just always extend it too. It's not that big of a deal.
That's true. We don't want to
If people are ringing and dialing up these phones, I'm
That's
here to
true.
listen because
Yeah.
I have not heard a story yet that hasn't been funny.
I'm still just confused by the freeway.
I'm confused by the freeway. There's been free Qdoba given
Literally
out.
the only freeway. It wasn't
Oh,
free.
it was not
stolen.
free Qdoba.
It was stolen. Let's get
Sorry,
that.
I just like the sound of Qdoba.
Hello, who are we talking with?
Hi, it's Anna.
Hi,
Anna, how we doing, Anna?
Good. How are you guys?
Very
Good, good. What story do you got to tell us tonight?
Well, it happened last weekend at the bars.
Okay.
Gosh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I went to Kelly's with $0 in my bank account.
Oh gosh. So this is gonna be this is a mystery
Yes,
story.
this-
Okay.
Yes. So
okay.
took a couple sips of my friend's drinks. Was feeling fine, not that drunk, whatever. Go to another bar. Someone buys me a shot. Dance for a little bit, feeling fine. Go back to Kelly's. I take one shot of Rumplemans.
Oh, Rumplemans.
The last thing I remember is taking the shot and setting it down at the bar.
No.
Last thing I remember.
So can we hear what happened
Yeah,
after that?
have you heard stories?
The stories of connected past from others.
So, was at the bar for a while, couldn't handle myself.
Oh.
I was told to go home.
Oh no! Oh no!
You got
People
kicked
had to
out.
try to take me home. And then we fell multiple times. I fell on one of my friends, Sammy, she fell right on top of me because I tripped her. And then I decided that I had to pee.
Oh
no! Oh no!
My friend helped me pull down my pants. But at this point, right in front of my dorm. Oh, yeah, I was right in front of my dorm.
Okay.
I was incapable of just getting ready to pee, so I just bent over and just started peeing, just going for it.
I see a fault in the story. You were right outside your dorm. You
Just
couldn't make it
walk
to the
in.
bathroom. Were you just trying to go Animal Planet or
I
what?
couldn't make it in. At this point, I needed help walking. Pretty much couldn't open my eyes.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
guess.
She's a wounded vet. She had to get carried across the battlefield.
No.
Yeah, so I walked into the dorm in front of the cops with some pee pants and proceeded onto my night.
Pee pants.
Woke up
Oh,
with
no.
a with a streak of puke on my couch.
Oh.
But did you make it out without an underage?
Yes, of
That's
course.
all that matters.
Key to success. That's all that matters.
I mean,
And that's what all it comes down to.
Of course.
You could throw up a little, you could pass out just anywhere. As
Yeah,
long as you
yeah.
make it out with not a $270 ticket, we're going to call it a successful night.
Plus, I didn't spend a single dollar.
that's
that night.
true.
Okay.
That's huge.
That's real free.
That is huge.
Qdoba wasn't free.
yeah,
There
that
a
was
salt.
stolen.
This is real free.
This is free. Stay away from the Rumplemans.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
Rumplemans is.
yeah.
Once I heard Rumplemans, I just heard dramatic music in the background, and I knew that was where the story hit its
Dun.
peak.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's awesome.
That's
Thank you so
alright.
much for calling in and telling us
Yeah,
the story
thank
tonight,
you.
Anna.
Yeah, miss you, Zach.
Have a good night.
You too.
Good
Man,
Lord.
I think that's the first one. No, we haven't had a girl
We've
call
had
in though in a
girls,
while.
but-
Not in a while though.
Yeah, our demographic is mostly
And it's-
hammered guys.
I like how the demographic of guys getting drunk is like, yeah, I fought this guy.
I punched
and then
him because he
girls,
was a
it's
Brewers
like,
fan.
my friends are carrying me back and I had to pee, so I had to pee. And then the guy's like, I punched a guy and I took his
This guy's
burrito. Like that's the difference
I was
there.
sprinting on the freeway. Hi, who do we have calling in? Hello?
Hello,
Hi, who's this?
this is Jenna.
Hi, Jenna. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's your story?
So I went to visit my friend at a college campus in California.
Oh,
Which-
geez.
And what?
Went to California. Wow. Okay, this is
Yeah, what
intriguing. This isn't
campus?
what campus?
Can
Yeah,
you
are we talking a big
disclose?
campus?
It's a UC Santa Barbara. It's
Okay.
Okay.
an
still
hour and a half
California.
away from LA.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going out and like we're drinking or whatever. It's a normal night, and I don't know. We just go to a couple parties. We're like back and forth.
Okay.
And the next day I wake up in the morning, I got this huge bump on my head and like a scrape across my nose. And I was like, what happened?
Oh,
and
no.
my friend was like, dude, like you ate it. And I was like, what? I woke up the next day, I had a concussion.
Jeez.
Full concussion.
You had a concussion.
A full-on
I
concussion.
I don't remember
falling. Like, I just woke up the next day with a concussion.
She didn't.
And my nose started bleeding, like, out of my mouth. Like, the top of my nose was all scraped up. And my nose starts bleeding, like, out of my nostrils. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what happened?
My first thought would have been a L.A. crackhead just came and got you from behind.
My first thought is she ended the night at Fight Club, bro.
Oh,
Fight Club.
No, it gets worse.
It gets worse?
So
Okay.
I wake up with a concussion, and I'm bleeding out my nose, and I'm like, what? Like, my friend is trying to, like, tell me what happened in the night, and she's like, I'll keep it PG-13, but she's like, dude, you went skiing down a couple slopes last night. And I've never been skiing before in my life.
Skiing?
You literally went skiing?
Wait, okay, wait. Rewind. So you went from going to the bars to somehow you got skis on your feet? Where'd you find these skis?
Is this theoretical? Yeah, Upper California, but this is LA.
So you're,
this is
you're
theoretical.
saying as in you're just sliding.
No, oh my God.
This story took a wild turn.
You're going to have to paint
I
this
don't
for
know
us.
how else to say it.
We need elaboration
Is
here.
this a sexual innuendo?
No, this is I can't. You said to keep it PG-13, so I can't.
Oh, yeah, no, I got it.
I got it. Yep, we're good.
A couple slopes?
A couple.
Like
Wow.
7 slopes.
Whoa!
That's
Wild
not
turn of
good.
events.
That's not good at all.
I know. I had no idea what happened. I woke up in the morning and I was just completely done, though.
Hey, skiing is a great recreation, I've heard.
Sense.
I mean,
I've never been skiing in my life, but I did it when I was blacked out.
7 times.
wow,
7
7
times.
slow. I mean, I've been.
I also was like, I woke up in the morning, I'm like, feeling terrible. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. I didn't throw up. Like, after everything that happened, and my friend's like, oh, no, you did. You definitely did.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you're just
what?
bleeding
She's like,
out of your
you came home and
ears.
you ran straight to the bathroom. I was like, I just have no recollection of any of this.
That's hilarious. And you know what? Probably the one upside of this story is she was in California. She got to walk home without being in Wisconsin, where you walk home, you're questioning if you're going to freeze or not on the way back. You might die. Like, you are trekking through snow, wind.
Yeah.
You're just going through
California,
sand.
you're just walking down the beach.
You're
You're
lucky-
walking down the street, whatever. You
Lucky
know?
you didn't get abducted by one of the crackheads.
Hey, that's
By one of the
nice.
ski instructors.
Oh yeah, one of the I hear the
Instructors.
ski instructors can be pretty greasy. That is for sure.
God. I mean, thanks for calling in, but
That
is
is
great.
awesome. Thank you so much, Jenna. Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night.
That is hilarious. I love how it just clicked. It
Yeah.
just clicked. We're like skiing. We're like, how'd you get
I know,
those? How'd
soon-
you get skiing? Are you cross country
Oh,
skiing? Are
my.
you downhill
I was
skiing?
like, how far north were you in California? God.
That is okay. That was awesome. That was hilarious. All right. We're gonna give a 1 minute call. If we get another call in within the next minute, we'll take that one. Otherwise,
Yeah,
we'll cut
I
into
agree.
some bedtime stories and we'll start talking about some stuff.
Yeah.
Last weekend was a good time.
We want to talk about the Holy Trinity of
Oh yeah, Rummel, you never gave us your answer on this
late
Holy
night
Trinity.
TV Holy Trinity. I want to hear some Grease.
It depends.
Okay.
Let's see. I watch a lot of like strangely well, not strange. So Live PD is always one.
Okay,
Cops,
yeah.
that stuff.
We'll classify those together.
What else? A lot of patriotic movies, like just weird patriotic war
Top
movie,
Gun.
like stuff like that. 13
Yeah.
Hours, stuff like
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like it's not really late night TV,
Got a
but
call.
and then kind of just a funny show like It's Always Sunny or
Yeah, that's a classic.
Entourage.
I would have guessed Game of Thrones out of pick
Game
it
of
up.
Thrones
Pick it
is
up.
killer. Hello, who are we talking to?
Hi, this is Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Julia, how we doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. What do you got to tell us tonight?
So on New Year's, I had a crazy night. Like, it was the worst night of my life, but also hype as fuck.
I love it.
I'm
I
sorry
love how
for
it's.
that, guys. Frick.
Oh yeah. PG-13. So
PG-13.
tell us
Yeah, we'll
everything
try
you
to.
can without swearing. Unfortunately, it's
Yeah,
school,
sorry.
school
School rules.
whatever. Okay, but moral of the story: you started it with New Year's, and that's all you needed to say. Carry on. What happens next?
Exactly. So all was good. I was living my best life with all my friends, and then I get a text, and it's from my boyfriend. And I was already like super hyped up at this point, and I was like, oh shoot, like I don't know where this is going. And then I ended up blacking out. Don't remember anything that happened. Don't even remember the text he sent me. Woke up in the morning in a rose bush.
A rose bush.
A rose bush.
Aren't
Yeah.
roses randomly like super thorny too?
Yes,
is
I have sticks all over my body.
New Year's
Yeah.
Eve. Where did you wake
New Year's
up?
Eve.
Where
yeah,
were
where
you?
were you?
I was in the middle of the woods in one of my friend's houses.
But
A
where
friend of a friend.
there was a rose
There's
bush
a
in
rose
the
bush
woods.
in the woods.
What
Exactly.
state
And
were you
I
in?
had no clue what happened.
Is this
I went through
Wisconsin?
my text messages and realized that I had broken up with my boyfriend that night.
Wait, were you in Wisconsin for this?
What?
Were you in Wisconsin for this?
No, I was in California.
Oh.
Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say I've
But still a
never
rose
seen a
bush,
rose bush
yeah.
in the middle of a Wisconsin tundra ever in my life. That would be okay.
But you
so
break
you
up
broke
with your boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Exactly. Broke up with him. Called him the next morning. Had no recollection of what happened. Had no recollection of the fight we had, and kind of just let it happen.
So as of this point, you just cut it off. You called it a clean break.
That was
break.
it?
You're like whatever.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh,
I
Just
mean,
went with it.
You must
This
have.
2019, my best life.
Fair. I
You
guess
must have had some like
That's
preconceived ideas before you did that.
New Year's
'cause-
Eve. I love it. You just wake up in the morning to paragraphs, and you're like, I don't even
roll
know
with
this
it.
person. I
roll with
don't.
it like a champ.
in a rose bush.
I love the best part is the rose bush. There's somewhat of an irony there. There's
Yeah,
just
there is.
the love. Wakes up in love, but finds
Oh,
out
yeah.
got broken up with her boyfriend that night. That is awesome.
That's
Great
some
savage.
Shakespeare.
Great savage.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank
calling
you for
in.
calling in.
You're welcome.
Have a
Bye.
great night.
Yeah, good
Bye.
night.
Oh, that's awesome.
What is going on with people?
I love it. I love it. I love it. There's one common theme and one common theme only tonight. Blackout. Every person has been like, so yeah, I was myself and then I blacked out.
Do we take one more? One more. The final
Yeah,
one.
if we can get one more, like I'm not gonna stop a rolling ball. Like
We're not doing bedtime stories. We're just doing one final one. These are better than bedtime stories,
Yeah.
debatably.
Well, that mine is almost a bedtime story and this because it was last weekend. Should I tell mine and then if somebody calls in?
Start it and
Okay.
then
So Nick Grams, who called in tonight
Yeah.
earlier about me, right? Last weekend we were hanging out. We were at a couple parties and stuff, and he decides he's really into cooking. He's like, you know what? You guys are all coming over. I'm making you a meal,
that's funny.
and he's blacked. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be awesome. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We go back to his house, sit down. I go do something. I turn around. Next thing I see, 2-pound bag of bacon opening.
2 pounds.
Tosses right on the slab. Then I see he just takes like 2 boxes of spaghetti, snaps them in half, and chucks in all the noodles at
We're
once.
talking about spaghetti and bacon.
Well, the bacon was cooking, and then he was cooking spaghetti noodles.
What is he gonna make?
You're gonna hear. All right,
Yeah.
we'll find out after this quick break.
Hello, who are we talking to?
Hi, this is McKenna.
Hey, what's up?
McKenna, how we doing?
Yeah, I'm just kind of going with the common theme since my 2 roommates just called in, so I kind of wanted to jump in on it.
Awesome. Let's hear your story. It better be good.
No, I don't really have a good story. I just wanted to do it because they had such good stories.
You got no blackout stories. You live in Madison. You don't
Yeah,
got
you-
one good one.
Wait, did you realize that was them?
Oh yeah, 100%. Who else
Yeah,
lives
but-
in California?
That's true.
Okay, well, my blackout story is I went to the hospital because I was super
Oh.
drunk. And I don't know what else to say about it. Basically, I went to the dorms, threw up all over the stalls in the dorms. The police came. I was like passed out, and he tried to press on my sternum because that's what you do to like drunk people to make sure they're alive. And I hit his hand away. That's basically the coolest thing.
And that was the RA.
That's sick.
So I
Yeah.
mean, I think
And
you
then when I
win for
signed
most
to leave the
drum.
hospital, I supposed to put my initials, and I initialed GI, which is not my initials, but they let me leave. So
That's
The
not
funniest
correct.
part. Okay, now we have to ask ourselves, what's more dramatic? Night in the hospital, waking up in a rose bush, broken up from your boyfriend, going skiing for the first time, running on a freeway,
Running
in
on a freeway.
negative 30 in a t-shirt.
The gray part too.
The gray part 2.
What's
You'll find out after this break.
what's the most romantic?
Rose bush for sure.
Yeah, not the free.
Turns out he just gets that you up text and he
Usain
just
Bolt sprinting
freeways
on the
it.
freeway to on
That's
Alaska.
awesome. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
calling in,
thanks for
McKenna.
calling in.
Have a good night.
Huh?
Yeah, that's
All right, well.
that's into that one.
Continue the story.
All right, so he's got bacon cooking on a skillet. He's got 2 bags of. We got another call in. Take it.
Hey, who are we talking with?
The people want what they want. What's up,
This is Noah. Harvey.
Noah. How's it going?
Noah Harvey? How we doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Very good.
What are you
Okay,
calling in
so-
about?
I got a story about when I went to Punta Cana last year for my spring break.
Okay.
And then, so it started off, the day was long, it was hot. I ended up blacking out at like 5 o'clock.
That's
but
not
my
good.
buddies, a bunch of the buddies that I went with, they all ended up going to the casino at the resort. And I'm glad I blacked out because I don't trust myself at casinos, especially if I'm hammered. But so they go and they get into this game where how it works is when you bet, you can double your bet and it doubles the pot. But the whole goal is that you have to like pick out these like balls that are like I don't know how to explain it. They're like floating and they're like with the air's pushing them up, and you gotta like pick it out of the air.
Yeah.
And then you have to get to 100. And they got to like 50 on like 3 tries, got to 75, like 4 more, and they're like feeling good. They're at 75. They need to get to 100. They get to like 98. The bets end up turning out to be $2,000 a bet.
No.
The pot is $60,000, and they're all in like if they stop, they'd lose. They ended up losing $15,000. They couldn't find enough money. They were calling everybody. They're trying to get people to Venmo them money, like because they were right there. They needed like 2 more points.
And they ran out.
They ended up losing $15,000.
Because they ran out of money to buy more to get to 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have any money.
Would they have
One of my buddies lost $4,000. The other lost $6,000. The other lost like
Would they have
$5,000.
easily gotten it? Would they have easily gotten the 2 extra points?
It was hard because there was like cherries and apples in it, and they kept grabbing cherries. They grabbed 4 cherries in a row at the end. They kept doubling the bets, so it doubled the pot.
So they
couldn't put any more money.
Together
they ran out
they
of money
lost
to put
$10,000.
Harvey, if you were awake and you went to this casino, would I have received a phone call?
Dude, I would have so put in money. I would have been broke.
Would I have received a phone call if you guys all ran out of money and you were there?
Oh no, I would have never spoke about this.
That is awful.
Thank you for that.
Thought I'd share that one.
So they lost out on $15K and lost $10K.
Harvey, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Since my dad said Parents Weekend next weekend, should he come up here? What are your thoughts?
Yes. I need Dean. He needs to come up.
All right. Well, okay.
He's listening.
He heard you, so he heard your.
The old crow. Woo woo. The burger.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Take it
Yeah.
easy.
Have a good
That's
night.
hilarious.
Do we cutting off calls?
I mean, I'm gonna finish the story, and
Yeah,
until we
I'll-
finish
I'm
it,
gonna-
I mean, I'll take them because they've been flamed. But all right, so he's got bacon on the skillet. He's got pasta noodles cooking. Then pulls out like a couple pounds of beef, like ground beef, tosses it in another thing, starts cooking that up, and then tosses sauce in with it. So he's cooking a full-on meal. He's got a huge industrial Sam's Club sized thing of Parmesan cheese.
Oh no.
I turn around. It's burning. The noodles are completely burning everywhere. Flames are pouring up.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Flames?
Well, flames, smoke. A
Sure,
lot of smoke,
yeah.
like a lot. And it just reeked. And this guy, I think they have a 3-bedroom apartment, and there's like 6 alarms in it. So we're both blacked. He's trying to control the fire. I'm running around trying to turn off these things, and then they won't turn off. So I have to grab a chair to unscrew them and unplug them
How
and
late
take the
is
batteries
this?
out. It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
He has
so
neighbors
yeah.
everywhere. He's in a complex.
Yeah.
And I finally grab a chair. It's like a rolling computer desk chair.
Sure.
Whip it across the room. I run across to like get up on it and get a thing out. Just completely eat it. Slam my face into the ground. Chair goes into the wall. Hole in the plaster.
No,
And I
really?
just
With your head.
No, with the chair,
Oh, with
because
the
the chair
chair,
went
okay.
flying when I
Yeah.
went propelled off it and ate it. And then they're still going off, so I have to get up, and I'm like concussed trying to get these out of the ceiling. Finally, after 5 minutes, we get them all out. I thought the neighbors were for sure going to come down or call
Didn't
the
do
cops or
anything?
something. No, nothing happened. Then
You
we just
finished
went
the
to
meal?
bed. The meal was gigantic. It was like a pound of pasta a person.
Was it good?
I ate some of it.
Not all of it.
He decided to eat all of it,
No,
like of his,
a pound of
and
pasta.
and bacon. And then the next morning, yacked like 6 times before we went on our road trip.
All of the pasta.
Oh,
and
he
the bacon.
molested that toilet.
Oh,
it was
gross.
disgusting. He destroyed it.
That's disgusting.
Oh, yeah. It was a fun time, though. It was good stuff.
Ready to send it off?
We could send it off. You guys
Yeah.
got any bedtime stories you want to call it? All right. Well, I would say that was an awesome episode. Very productive. We got a lot of good call-ins, a lot of stories. People that like the show, tell your friends. Tell them to start listening.
Twitter,
and big
YouTube.
news, potentially YouTube or some other streaming service.
Probably
Tonight
gonna be
was our
YouTube,
first
I think.
recorded
Yeah.
episode. We'll make sure to put it on Twitter, and if you guys want to listen back or show a friend, we'll have the links. All right, have a great night, guys.
See you next week.